storm, and they were all worried, and he was asleep, and they woke him up, and they were afraid, and he calmed the seas. So that had happened in chapter 8. So this is kind of a familiar thing that they do. They go out in the boats, and there's sometimes storms. But in this time, Jesus left them alone, right? He was with them the last time, and now he left them alone. He says, well, they must be fine. They can go. I mean, they know what's going to happen. Just go ahead, and I'll be with them. And he came walking on the water himself. And he was on the water. And they looked out, and they weren't sure if it was him, right? Is that a ghost? Who is that out there? And then Jesus said, it is I. It's me. I am who I am. And he told them who he was, right? But if you look at Peter, Peter had faith, and it says that he lost his faith, and he began to sink. But if you look at some of the church fathers' readings, he already had doubt in his mind before he even stepped off the boat, right? He said, if it is you, call me to come on the water. If it is you, he just said it was Jesus, right? He's trying to he's put everyone's mind at ease, but Peter still has that doubt in his mind, even before he steps out over onto the water. But he does, right? He does step out onto the water, and he begins to walk towards Jesus. And you know what happens? The winds are still there. He hasn't calmed the storm, right? The winds are still there. The waves are still there. And he loses sight of Jesus, right? Some people say that he was directly staring at Jesus. Sometimes in an icon or a picture, you see him staring at Jesus, and he might have veered off, and that was it. Well, that may have been true, but his faith was shaken. And he began to sink, but he called out to Jesus, and Jesus grabbed a hold of him. Now, we're not walking on water, but sometimes we use this analogy or this story, walking on thin ice, right? So this is still true today. This story of storms and things that happen to us are the realities of our days and our lives. And that's reflected by the turmoil of the boat and the storm, right? We have a lot of issues with ourselves, whether it be things from the past or things from the present or things that are happening to us right away. We get upset, we get anxious, we get worried, we get hostile, we do a lot of things that Jesus would not do. Jesus wasn't getting upset, right? He was just walking on the water. I got to get to the boat, I got to get to my guys, and they see that they're probably worried. And we need to do the same thing. Try to remain calm within the storms of our life. Right? Reflect upon what Jesus is doing to help Peter and his disciples. He's going there to help them. So we know that our lives are a struggle as Christians, right? It's not easy for us to be Christians in this world. We have many pressures upon us. And sometimes we lose our faith to Jesus, right? We don't have a conversation with him about what's bothering us until the last moment, right? A lot of times, and you can see even with Peter, he's walking, and he's like, Lord, save me. Now he's recognized that he's Lord, right? This is the first time in the Bible that the disciples are recognized as Christ the Lord. So sometimes we wait a little bit too long in our life to ask for help, or just to tell Jesus what is bothering us. You know? We shouldn't have to wait till the end to be able to ask him for help. Have that conversation with him on a daily, an hourly, or a constant basis and say, I'm really worried about my finances. I'm really worried about my salvation. I'm worried about my neighbor. I'm worried about, I know people that pray for the world, right? I'm worried about the world. And having that conversation on a daily basis is what Jesus wants with us, right? And what God wants. It's a communication. It's not a one-way street. It's not just like God's up there waiting and all of a sudden, he cried out for help, we'll get him. No. We want to have a relationship with Jesus in God. So he knows us and we know him. Because we're going to get closer to him. We're going to be able to recognize those times in our lives that Jesus was there. I'm sure that these disciples never forgot that day. And many of He's with us all the time, and we have to try to recognize when he is with us, right? Sometimes we say, well, if I had done this, this wouldn't have happened, and this would have happened. And sometimes that's a good thing, but sometimes it gets us into a, why did